Two artists dominating dancehall right now. Within just 21 days, two songs from the same artist have been dominating internationally, right? First it was Panic, now it is Talk to Me No. Why me say it like that? And the two artists behind both songs are none other than Vybz Kartel and Shenseea. The new collaboration Talk to Me Now by Shenseea and Vybz Kartel, and also Rvssian, is already making serious waves globally. Talk to Me Now is charting in major markets, dominating reggae charts, all genre charts, and landing on major streaming playlists across the world. In fact, the song has already reached #1 on the US iTunes reggae chart. Are Vybz Kartel and Shenseea now the most dominant dancehall duo internationally in 2026? Let me know in the comment section, because based on the numbers, it certainly looks that way. What we're seeing currently from Vybz Kartel and Shenseea is so interesting and very important, because right now, right now, they are doing something that we don't see very often in dancehall, right? They are delivering back-to-back international records, right? Let me start with the new song Talk to Me Now. Talk to Me Now is already performing strongly across multiple markets. On US iTunes all genre, the song has climbed to 67, right? In the United States, in the United Kingdom, right, it reached 64 on the UK iTunes all genre chart, making it Shensea's biggest debut on the UK iTunes chart as a lead artist, right? And now in Canada, despite extremely heavy competition, because I've been looking at the charts, from over heavy competitions from over 40 major releases dropping the same day, right? The song still managed to enter Canada iTunes all genre chart at 150. Congratulations to Shenseea and Vybz Kartel. That's not a small feat, because a lot of songs have been dropping. And that's not all. The song also dominated the reggae category, as I said, reaching #1 on the US reggae chart. Reaching #1 on the US iTunes reggae chart, #1 on the UK iTunes reggae chart, and #1 on the Canada iTunes reggae chart. And when a dancehall song is dominating the reggae charts across 3 major markets, you tell me what it tell you, right? You tell me what it tell you. It means that the global demand for Vybz Kartel and Shenseea is very, I feel that it's very real, right? Now the streaming platforms are also showing massive support, right? On Spotify's New Music Friday playlist, the song debut across multiple major territories, including South Africa, Kenya, Korea, United Kingdom, Nigeria, Sweden, Canada, United States, Australia and New Zealand, Ghana, Denmark, Netherlands, Finland, and you can name it. And on Apple Music, right, the track debut on the massive New Music Daily US playlist, which is one of the platform's most important editorial playlists, right? And early data right now is showing that the song has already been added to 40 playlists with the reach of over 14 million listeners. We love to see it. We love to see it. And again, that level of playlist exposure is a major driver for our global streaming growth, as we know, right? So the more playlists it's been added to, the more listeners it will get. And right now, Talk to Me Now has already surpassed Panic as Shensea's most playlisted song of 2026 so far, right? And that's great for Shenseea. Now, think about this for a second. Just 3 weeks ago, everyone was talking about Panic, right? I mean, people are still talking about Panic. Now, Talk to Me Now has already taken the momentum and push it even further, right? And this is why, timing is so important, because Panic was not just another regular song. Panic was the first single of Vybz Kartel's major upcoming album. And just so you know, Talk to Me Now is the first and the lead single of Shensea's upcoming album. So 2 songs for 2 albums. Jano, the king and the princess, or the king and the queen, any way you want to take it. Now, when these 2 artists return just 21 days later with another collaboration that is already charting internationally, all I have to say is Kartel and Shenseea, no strategy. They are strategic and they know what they're doing. And remember, we're talking about Vybz Kartel, the most influential dancehall artist of the modern era, and Shenseea, who has become one of the most internationally recognized Jamaican artists of her generation and of this, of the 21st century. You know, now when you combine the two, Kartel legendary status and Shenseea global crossover appeal, and Rvssian's production can, have a big up Rvssian. You get something very, very powerful right now. You get songs that travel internationally and will do some serious damage in 2026 and for years to come. So thank you to Vybz Kartel and Shenseea for showing them, that something very important, that dancehall music, and this is what they're proving. They're proving that dancehall music still can dominate globally when the formula is right. Because right now they're delivering strong production from Rvssian, strong visuals from Shenseea Creative, and strong collaboration and global marketing from, the machines that they have behind them, right? First it was Panic, now it's Talk to Me now. So when you step back and look at the bigger picture, it's almost clear. It's clear, right? Now it's clear to the point where that Vybz Kartel and Shenseea are currently the two most dominant dancehall duos internationally in 2026. They are charting, they are trending, they're landing on global playlists and all of these other things, and they're doing it back to back, right? Which is something that doesn't happen very often, as we know, in dancehall. And if this momentum continues, there's a very real possibility that this song might chart on Billboard 200 or the Hot 100, or one of those things, and definitely that is something that we want to see, right? Dancehall songs going, those places, also like Shake It to the Max and those songs did last year. So buy the song, share the song, share the video, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and follow Owen Allen Media for more dancehall news and analysis, right? Owen Allen Media, we keep you informed.